From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at what's now known as Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati. Tonight, we're on to week 2 of the NFL season. We got a good one on tap, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night primetime. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Bashal Tootin. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
2nd and 4. And this one is incomplete.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
4 yards to go.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Dragon 60. Let's go.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
Despite writing it down in my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection That's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Throw left side complete. That's Lambert. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. A nice throw right there. And Charles, this is game number 2 in the NFL for this young rookie. His guys getting the victory last week, and he played pretty well by most accounts. Curious, what did you see?
I saw something similar to what you described, Brandon, because I saw a guy who looked the part, a guy who was in command, not just with the touchdown passes, but definitely looked to be in control of the offense as well. And you and I both know that's often uncommon for a rookie quarterback.
Now he's going to step up and run. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Cowboy 80.
They'll look to throw again. Now he'll tuck this and run. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that play there was certainly a scouting report special because coverage was all too aware that this close to the end zone, he's going to become a bigger weapon for that offense. And they were there to help force the incompletion.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
76.
He finds his man complete. That's Lambert. And he'll get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead.
Bengals nothing. Cam Little, the kickoff for the Jaguars.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he'll weave all the way up to just a few yards shy of midfield. A great return.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here. 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. They'll start the drive here with the checkout. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1. You look at this Jaguar defense. They put together a strong effort last week in the win over the Bears, CD.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? Right side, and he finds Gray. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Danny Gray, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bengals are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. They said that they wanted to get him involved early, and what a way to cap their opening drive, Charles. We know he's one of the fastest receivers in the NFL, and he showcased it on that play.
And when you have a guy like that, you want to make sure the defense sees him early, right? You want to see how they're going to adjust, how they're going to try and guard him, because they can't replicate his speed in practice unless they've got one of the few guys who are as fast as he is. And all it took was one drive, he burned them, and I don't think it's the last time they call his number in this one.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they were winners in the season opener Sunday. Now they get the quick turnaround game here on Thursday night. But, CD, you say this is an ideal setup for them. Why?
Well, it's just the way the schedule lines up because everyone's got to play a Thursday game, and that's because of competitive balance. So, let's face it, would you rather play Week 2 when you're still relatively fresh and excited about the season? Or Week 15 when you've had a season's worth of bumps and bruises to factor in, and who knows what your record might be at that time as well?
Here we go. Cougar 19.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
19 Lions.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Lambert. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. You talk about this Bengals defense. It's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
Normally you want teams to gel late in the season, but this unit, they've been terrific right from the word go. Came in as the number 1 rated unit against the pass in the NFL after just 1 week.
Panther 60, Panther 60. Dragon 60. Let's go.
From the gun on third down, Cartwright. And he wisely will throw that one away.
I tell you what, that's a veteran play from a guy in his first season in the NFL. A lot of rookies are trying to force something there. He thought better of it, and that was the right decision.
Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. And he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win. Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now it's Burrow. That one taken in by T. Higgins. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 3.
3rd and 3.
Here we go. 180.
Now Burrow. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll give him a fresh set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Here we go.
Pacheco gets it, tries the left side. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. 7-7, our score after 1. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here, as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go.
12, 12, 12. 11, 11, 11. 11, mighty. 11, mighty. 12, 11, 11, 11, 11.
Burrow looking to pass. It's complete to Brown, right side. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. The Bengals had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that, because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
What's this say?
Here's Burrow. That's taken in by Higgins. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A nice gain of 21 yards.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
2 minutes gone by, second quarter.
Gun.
They go play action with Burrow. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. On the right side, open is Gesicki. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Mike Gesicki, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Bengals have taken the lead. McPherson now for the extra point. And this is off the left, upright, and through. A trick shot there, but a point is a point.
Jaguars 7. Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30.
35-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived, as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And Thomas has it. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
You're not liking the look. They'll change the play. And they'll send the slot in motion left. From the gun on 3rd down. Cartwright. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on third down. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they fell behind early, but since then, 2 touchdowns and a 14-7 lead.
Yeah, they found the end zone on their first 2 drives, and even more so after the defense gave up the first lead. But these last 2 drives, obviously they inspired their D because they shut them down the last time out. They hope to continue that string.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Open man downfield is Chase. He's got it. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter. 14-7.
11. Here we go.
Pacheco gets it up the gut. It's a solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
11. Here we go.
On 1st down, they go back to Pacheco. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Here we go. Stop.
Burrow gets this one quickly out wide. And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. 1st down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Burrow will throw. Looking for Gray and finding him once again. It's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. First down marker at the 5. It's 2nd and goal.
Gun.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
Not a whole lot of room to maneuver there, and I think that's because everyone took care of their responsibilities, filled their gaps, held their place. No place for him to run.
It looked good. Everything got funneled to the nose tackle. They swallowed him up.
Here we go.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. Touchdown, Bengals. Isaiah Pacheco from 4 yards out. And the Bengals will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now 21-7.
Jaguars 7. McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard run.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to throw. Cartwright. Over the middle, it's complete. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Targeting Thomas on the out route, making the catch. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Second and 5.
Craig! Left it! 70 Lions! 60 Bobcat! 60 Bobcat! 60 Maverick! 60 Maverick!
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Back to throw again. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Yeah, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 11 yards there for Jacksonville, and a first down as well.
And a nice job by the two of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the first down.
Cup 19! Cup 19! 18 Rattler! 18 Rattler!
Again, he'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Now a field goal try coming up here for the Jags. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. And this one is right through. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line.
Here we go. White 80.
And with time running down, they go down to a knee. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Here we go, here we go.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
12, 12, 12. Here we go.
On 1st and 10, here's Brown.
He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They picked up 4 yards on that carry. So now, if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want, but on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind, trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
12, 12, 12. Stop.
Now they go play action now. Burrow. Throw left side, complete to Chase.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. Things looking much rosier for him here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
I'm fine, ready?
2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Back to throw here.
There's a short one caught by Johnson. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down.
Let's get set.
And Burrow going to throw again. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
Jamar Chase, 29 yards. And the Bengals are able to stretch out their lead. McPherson on for the point after.
And the lead is up to 18 now.
Now, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play.
Evan McPherson with the kickoff for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
70 Lions, 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats. Cup 19, Cup 19.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. That one down the field for Strange.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Brenton Strange, 49 yards. And the Jaguars are able to cut into that deficit.
point after, right down the middle. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17.
Jaguars 17.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Josh Hines-Allen able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw.
They'll look to throw here.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
The Bengals bring out their punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Taking a couple yards shy of midfield. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Let's go.
They'll try and run this one right up the gut. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Now they'll change things up.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to get this inside the 30. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus, and indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
70, 18, 5 in. 19 Lions.
Back to throw. Cartwright.
He'll get it inside the 20.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A Jacksonville 1st down on a pickup of 17.
What a drive. This has been just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now.
18 Rattler. 18 Rattler.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
His third rushing touchdown on the year, number 6 overall. And the Jaguars are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. So another touchdown for him on the year now, Charles. He had 2 in the opener last week and hits pay dirt for a third time here.
And with good health, he's got a really good chance to be up there among the leaders in touchdowns scored when this season comes to an end. Quick question, partner. Is it bad luck to toast him with a sports drink?
Not at all, partner. I think that's a fantastic idea. Cheers.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
11 empty.
Now they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter, and the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
On 2.
Second down and 3.
11 empty. Here we go.
Now it's Burrow. Open man is Chase, complete. And Chase going to pick up a Bengals first down as he'll be brought down at the 38-yard line.
Well, I'm sure he likes this performance a little bit better than last week. He had the 3 interceptions here, none in the fourth quarter, and he's got his guys in front.
Guaranteed he put in a tremendous amount of work this week, but maybe the matchup is just better for him. Sometimes it just doesn't work out. It's almost like those golfers. Certain courses fit their eye, and they like what they see, and other courses, as soon as they tee it up, they know they have no shot. Maybe that's the difference for him. Last week, no. This week, a big yes.
48 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a first and 10 at the 46.
Here we go. Right, 80. 11.
Now a give, left side, Brown with it. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
Here we go.
Burrow looking to pass.
And he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
Just because you've got the lead in the fourth, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
Now the Bengals on third down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Burrow. Here's Higgins out of the right side. And spins away. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play.
And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals.
Isaiah Pacheco, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals will add to their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Jaguars 24. McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Come on.
Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here. They are in desperate need of finding the end zone. Amari Barno getting there to make the stop.
At the 35-yard line.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Gotta be lying. Dragon 60. Mustang 19. Ready.
Looking to throw. Cartwright. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
79 Broncos. 18 Rattler.
Back to throw. Cartwright. He's going to let it go again.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Cowboy 80. Maverick.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to go up top again. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position.
MT. Here we go.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco.
And he's going to take this one down to the 25.
64 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
And what a tough spot for this defense because they know it's coming, but they're just powerless to stop it. What a great run there to start the drive. And you can bet there'll be more where that came from as they try to ice this game away.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column.
Here we go. 11 mighty. 11 mighty. Shot.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as he'll run on 1st down. He will push his way down to about the 14.
The tackle by Eric Armstead.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick,
here we go.
Tick, tick.
Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
Chase Brown,
a 13-yard touchdown run.
And the Bengals have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter.
Things are rocking easy here in the fourth quarter. They've got to feel pretty good about this one. Actually, they've got to feel excellent. Tough loss in the opener. No way they wanted to go 0-2.
I don't want to read too much into it, but psychologically, is there something much bigger about 0-2 than 0-1?
Oh, without a doubt, and here's the biggest one. Guys like you and me, all the media, are going to talk about, well, you know how hard it is to make the playoffs when you start 0-2, and that starts to work its way through a team.
And now they're working towards 1-1.
McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch. Over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
A gain of 5. And it's second down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Second and 5. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. So first and 10 now from the 30.
Mustang 19.
Operating from the gun. Cartwright. Going down the middle, and it's complete. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talking over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. They'll look to throw again. Now he's going to step up and run. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it, incomplete. He had to absorb another little bump there from the defense, another incomplete pass. We've seen a lot of that tonight.
They've come after him all night long. Nothing but pressure in his face. He's trying to stand up there and make throws. It's hard enough to do when the pocket is clear. When you got all those people in front of you, almost impossible to have a good completion percentage.
Second and 9 now. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Some of things have to go right for any passing play to work out. Quarterback has to understand the defense, deliver an accurate ball. Receiver has to concentrate and bring it in. Somewhere along the assembly line, something was off with that one.
Well, this likely a must-have. Third and goal.
Here we go. Cougar 19.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And that one not fooling anyone. It'll go down as a completed pass, but it will lose a big chunk of yardage.
And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left.
No choice but to go. Here's fourth down now.
Ready?
They throw it out right complete.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year.
And the Jags have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth.
So the Jags will keep the offense out there as they'll decide to go for 2. They're going to try and run. And he's going to get in for the 2 points. And that'll make this a 10-point game. Needed a couple yards for the 2-point try. They go to the ground game, and it works.
And sometimes it's the exact right thing to do because a lot of teams play you for the pass. So you spread people out, decide to run the football. You often find good running lanes.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for the Bengals, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And now they'll get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.